What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. Me and the members, we just hit TP2 on GJ. We're looking at a possible NAS setup. If y'all watch the Sunday chart analysis, y'all could have caught this setup right here. Because I dropped the Sunday chart analysis at 8:10. This played out at 9 o'clock. So an hour after I dropped that video, y'all could have caught that GJ setup. But we just hit TP2 on this right here. That's why I started the live stream a little bit late. Make sure to like the lives, y'all hop up in here, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. We got a new 15 about to pop up. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. So we're not gonna be looking at GU today because unless GU pushes back down because it's retracing and we're back in reversal territory, so we're gonna let GU do his thing. And then gold's obviously got some retracing to do. So we're just gonna leave gold alone right now. We're looking at an asset. We're about to see if we can maintain this level of support right here. But yeah, we currently are in this setup. We're still chilling at TP1. We hit TP2. We're about to see what this next 15 looks like. What's going on, Johnny? Started a little late because literally we entered this right off the London Open, so had to make sure I was able to get into position, the member was able to get into the position, so that's why we started a little bit late. But we're about to see if NAS can hold this level as support here. If NAS can hold this level as support, I'm not against going for a buy here. Again, as far as news today, we don't have anything going on, so we're simply just waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at your charts, drop them in the chat. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. Y'all see that scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram, Playmaker_Way, TikTok _Playmaker_Way_. So if NAS rejects this level, I'm not going for buys on this. Well, let me double check before I say that. Yeah, if it doesn't hold this, I gotta fix this shit right here. I'll fix that later. But if it doesn't hold this level of support, I'm not gonna go for buys regardless. So if it breaks past this point, it doesn't really matter. If y'all was in Friday's live stream, NAS when as projected, US30 when as projected, GJ when as projected, literally every chart, I think except GU did exactly what was talking about before the news and during the news and after the news. All right, gold went absolutely crazy. We got wicked out of our gold position. We hit it in at 1 to 2, but right before the news, we got wicked out, and then on the news candlestick, that thing exploded to the upside. So I might have to make a new how to trade news video because Friday was a very interesting day. I was able to catch back into that in GJ. If y'all was on my story, I know I caught that GJ move and the gold move I re-entered. But I still didn't catch the full thing because obviously I'm not about to let all those profits disappear just to try to catch a big ass move. But Friday was still a very good day. And a good week, it's a good start to the week and the month. But yeah, but as far as charts right now, we're just gonna be looking at, well, NAS rejected that level, so unless NAS pushes back up, we're not really looking at anything. We could see possible US30 buys, YM buys. But besides that, we're just gonna be chilling in this GJ position. We're chilling at TP1 currently. Let's see if we can break through this level of traffic right here. Again, it did a big push last night. So if y'all watch the Sunday chart analysis, I dropped that at 8:10. So y'all was paying attention to that. You could have caught this setup here that played out at 9 o'clock. But obviously I was asleep, so I didn't catch that setup. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep it on GJ right here. About to see what this next 5 minute looks like. We're just chilling in profit right here. And then we're looking to see what these other charts are talking about. So NAS did not hold. So we simply do not take the setup. It's very simple. If our confirmations are met, we don't take the setup. We need a little bit of work to break this next point. Again, it's already a pretty decent move, and London session just started. So we're either going to see some action now, or we might see price chill until New York. Right, but we're already making a higher high for the day. We could try to also retest this level going into New York session, because it just broke through these levels good, so it could try to retest these later on today. How many people in my community? Just under 100. If we combine everybody in Playmaker University and the Signal Room channel and one-on-one sessions, we are just under 100 people. Yep, and we're slowly growing. We got people joining damn near every day. All right, let's see what this next 5 minute looks like. And yeah, we're gonna need some volume to break through this level right here. We're also gonna see how US30 YM plays out right here. If it can maintain 49,230 as support, we could see a little buy set up here. Again, we got a lot of charts for tracing right now. Alright, new 5 minute just popped up. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. Make sure to like the live as y'all hop up in here and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We're almost at 4,500 subscribers. We can get to that easily this week. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see that scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. And Instagram, Playmaker_Way, TikTok _Playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. I got some new videos lined up for y'all this week as well. Do I do all the mentoring? Yes, I literally run everything. Right, it's Playmaker Way. I understand why you're asking, because there are a bunch of communities that be having like 5 different traders, which is interesting. But no, I do everything. This is my strategy, so I'm the only one that can teach it. But yeah, I teach everything. I teach everything. So it's literally just me. It's just Playmaker Way. That's it. Everything I teach, I taught myself. I figured it out on my own, and that's why my charts and the way I trade is different from everybody else. But yep, I do all the teaching. I do all the teaching. I make all the videos. I do all the live streams. I wrote all the books. It's a one-man show over here. Yeah, GJ's kind of struggling right now. We're just getting started. See how US30 plays out right here. Now, if y'all did not see, I don't know what y'all was doing. Maybe y'all was partying too hard this weekend, but make sure to hit that first link in the description on the free student free Telegram. We absolutely dominated, not just the first year, we completely dominated as well. All 12 months combined, we had an 85% win rate, 232 wins, 30 losses, catching almost a million pips. And that's not including risk rewards, that's simply just pips and wins and losses, right? So we absolutely went crazy last year. And again, everything's dated, timed, and documented, so you want to verify all the stuff you can. But yeah, it's called a public for a reason, y'all. So like I always tell y'all, this isn't just a 1 week or 1 day strategy. This is how you need to trade throughout the entire year. And this works on literally anything and everything: stocks, forex, options, futures, and crypto. About to see what this next 15 looks like. We got a new 15 about to pop up in a second. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. Where'd my phone go? Oh, here it is. Let's see if US30 is going to retest this level here. And then let's see if GBPJPY will break through this point. I don't really want to see a retest, because if it retraces, I feel like it's going to try to retest one of these, which I'm not against, but I want to see it push a little bit more. I want to catch a little nice move before it does a retracement. But I do have a strong feeling it might try to retrace going into New York session, because it completely just blew through these levels. So unless we have a huge ass candlesticks to start off the week, I feel like price might retrace a little bit. We also have this small gap below. I mean, the gap got filled. I don't think that gap will be too much of an issue. We're still just kind of chilling at TP1 right here. We entered right off the London session opening candle. That's why we started a little late. All right, so we're about to see how US30 plays out right here. So again, if US30 can maintain 49,230 as support, we're going to be looking for buys going to 49,390. Let's see how it holds right here. Again, y'all, we're not just here to just listen to chill music. Pay attention to how prices reacting to the levels, how the markers are moving. All right, pay attention to detail. All right, everything is important. So GJ did end up retesting, but again, look at how US30 is reacting to this level. This is exactly why we enter and exit off these levels. Excuse me. This is exactly why we enter and exit off these levels. Let's see what we can hold. Like I said, like we're gonna need some volume to break out here. If not, I have a feeling we're gonna try to retest some of these levels. If not pre-New York, during New York session. We did hit TP2 here. We're gonna see if off this retest we could hit some more. But I'm telling you, people be talking about Tokyo session, this Tokyo session, that. Tokyo session be having volume. Every session has volume. Every session has its days where there's no volume. So don't think it's just one session that has the volume for the day. That's just not how it works. We're gonna see how this plays out right here. I did get whipped out. I'm gonna look for a re-entry. Again, look how price reacting to this level from red to green. So we're going to be looking for to see if, again, we can close and maintain this little bit of support right here. Gold still pushing. GJ, yep, looks like GJ is about to try to retest these levels down here, as expected. can see that retesting the levels below. Let's see what we got going on here. What are we looking for at the levels? Exactly what I'm saying, right? Like, I literally mean exactly what I'm saying, right? So if you watch the Sunday chart analysis or any of the live streams, what am I always saying, right? Or whether we're looking for buys or sells, watching my trade breakdowns, you'll see I say the same stuff over. I literally had this dude upset last week because he's like, you say the same shit in all your trade breakdown videos. I'm like, I mean, if you use a strategy that works all the time and use the same strategy every day, you should be doing it the exact same way. So that's literally what we're looking for. We're looking to see a price. If we're looking for buys, it can hold a level of support. We're looking for sells, it can hold a level as resistance, right? That's literally what we're looking for. So when you see me say that, and when you see me do these arrows, that's literally what I'm talking about. We're looking to see if we can hold this level as support. We're looking to see if we can maintain these levels as support. All right, just like we see gold right here, it maintained this level as support, which is why I pushed it upside. Right, just like right here, how it maintains level of support, pushed it upside. So what we're going to be looking for US30 is to see if we can hold this level of support and then push it upside as well. Let's see if this holds or not. If it holds, I might read into this because I did get wicked out. Yeah, but that's why I say just pay attention, because you as you watch, you'll get to see, like, some people, it depends. That's why I say don't just be in here just waiting for me to say, oh, I'm buying or selling. Like, you're trying to understand the shit, like, watch how price is reacting to the levels. Like, look at how US30 is responding to this level right here, right? Look at how GJ is responding to this level right here. You see what I mean? New 15 about to pop up in a second. Let's see what this next 15 does right here. Let's see if we hold. Thank you for the repetitiveness and your patience. No problem, no problem. Like I said, like if you're gonna teach some shit, you're gonna have to repeat yourself, right? It's just like any teacher in any field. Like you're gonna have to repeat yourself. I have no issue doing that. I have no issue. I rather people ask me. I was talking to a member in a one-on-one session yesterday about that. I rather you ask me a bunch of questions than don't ask me any questions at all and be confused, right? That's why I do these live. I don't do these live streams because I don't want y'all to ask me questions and shit like that. I do these live streams so y'all can see how trading is behind the scenes, realistic side of trading, but also ask questions, right? Because again, it's a lot different for watching my trade breakdowns or watching my short form content on TikTok or Instagram versus actually seeing it play out in real time and actually wait beforehand. That's why I say all the time, like when people be like making these clickbaity videos, like, oh, how I did this in 5 minutes and 30 minutes, they're lying to y'all, right? Obviously, from when you enter and exit the trade, it can take that amount of time, but the whole process, that's just bullshit, right? Now, granted, can that happen? Yes, but is that going to happen more times out the week than not? No. You see what I mean? So yeah, I have no issue answering questions at all. That's what I signed up for. So right now I'm just looking to see if it's going to hold this level. That's what I'm really watching to see. GJ's pushing back up though. Let's see if we can hit TP3. Oh, we watch US30 right here. So we're still waiting on US30. That's another reason why our win rate is so high as well, is because we don't just jump into trades just because price hits a level, right? I like to watch and wait for price to show me that, again, it's not just touching level, but it's trying to hold and also try to make the move I'm looking for, right? So like once I see those signs, that's when I jump into the trade, right? Because price can touch a level all day, any day, but that doesn't mean it's ready to make that next move. You know what I'm saying? But GJ slowly pushing. We haven't entered US30. I'm still waiting. It's kind of just chilling. I'm waiting to see again if it can not just hold, but trying to push up or something. But we're currently in GJ. We hit TP2 again. Barely missing TP3. We're about to see if we can hit that. I'd like to see us hit that before 4 o'clock. But we'll see what happens. Again, if y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we're looking at these charts, drop in the chat. that gold's flying. We might not even touch gold today. Unless there's a big ass retracement, we might leave gold alone for a couple days because it's making all-time highs. US30 still chilling here though. Let's see what this next hour does. And then GU's back in reversal territory. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, y'all. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. Want me to look at any charts, drop them in the chat. I'm gonna be on for a little bit longer. Let's see if we can hit this next TP. Next TP hit. Make sure like the live, y'all. Make sure like the live. US30 still kind of being iffy. But again, this is why you go with the flow of price. You saw a price retest. You saw it turn from a red to a wick. Then you saw a price push back up. Again, this is why you just want to go with the flow of price. Very, 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 very simple. Let me let the members know we just hit TP3. And of course, if you want to be notified when these TPs get hit or know my entry SLTPs, and when I take trades in real time, y'all know what to do. Click those links in the description. Join the advanced play signal room. Well, yeah, 1-0 to start the week, not bad. I think we're like at a 1-1 right now, if not a little bit higher. Yeah, so we're almost at a 1-2 right now. But that's the full move I'm looking for. It's gonna be a nice 1-4 RR. But yeah, that's a good start. 1-2 hour in, not bad at all. So again, make sure to hit that first link in the description, join the free Telegram, and watch the Sunday chart analysis. Like I always tell y'all, the Sunday chart analysis goes over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but it goes over what we see price doing throughout the entire week. All right, y'all. We should be going live today on TikTok. I'll let y'all know, of course, if we do go live. But make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I see that scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram, playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. Shout out to everybody in the live, y'all. Shout out to everybody who's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody who's been live since y'all joined. But yeah, we're gonna just let GJ do his thing, and then we're gonna see what New York session got in store for us. Again, we don't have any news today, so we're simply just waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met. US30 and NAS are still looking like buy setups. We just gotta wait for price to push back above and maintain our levels. That's pretty much it. And then I'm most likely not gonna touch gold or GU today, so I'm mainly just gonna be paying attention to GJ. And then looking for a possible buy set on US30 or NQ today. Peace, we out.